Many crime fans like me have been excited to follow the new series by Anne Cleeves, The Two Rivers. With the Vera and Shetland series, she has amassed a vast following for both her books and subsequent TV series. This new series is gathering a similar following, with Ben Aldrich starring as Detective Inspector Matthew Venn in the TV adaptations of the first two books. The Raging Storm is the third book in the series. As usual, Anne Cleeves has created an interesting backstory for her main character. Matthew Venn was brought up in a closed religious community in North Devon, and his history is key to the development of his character as he leaves the community, accepting that his homosexuality would not be embraced. Turning away from his faith results in him being cast out and alienated from his parents. But his choice of career, becoming a policeman, gives him the boundaries and structure that he craves, and his colleagues in the force become closer than his family had been. He becomes a great detective, making full use of the discipline and dedication that was encouraged as a child, and at the same time embracing his new life by marrying his partner. The first two books in the series, The Long Call and The Heron's Cry, have established his character, and The Raging Storm focuses on his return to the village where he grew up, with all the hurt and baggage that accompanies that. He investigates when the body of a local legend is found in a boat off the coast during a raging storm. Society has a fascination for cults and closed communities such as this, and it is interesting to read about the long-term effects that such organisations can have on their members. Anne Cleeves handles Matthew's mental struggles with the sensitive light touch that we have come to expect of her writing. The Running Grave by Robert Galbraith is another example of this fascination. The author has admitted that basing a book on a cult was always something that would happen at some point, and true to form, this is an in-depth study into one, and though fictitious, includes elements from detailed research into many different cults. This is the seventh in the Cormoran Strike series, where his business partner, Robin, volunteers to go undercover in a religious cult, rumoured to brainwash and coerce their recruits. The detective agency has been engaged to try to liberate a young man from the crutches of the Universal Humanitarian Church, and Strike knows the danger that Robin would be in and is reluctant to allow her to go. An added complication for him is that the location of the church's headquarters is a farm in Norfolk where, as a child, he lived briefly with his mother and sister. It was a commune at that time, and his memories of their time there are not happy ones. For a large part of this book, Robin and Strike are apart, she in Norfolk and he in London, but their relationship continues to sizzle under the will they, won't they tension that has developed tantalisingly slowly over the 6 previous books. And surprisingly, the secret written communications between them serve to bring them both to a closer understanding of the connection they have, despite the distance between them. You'll need to find out yourself if there is a resolution to the sexual tension between them. However, there's no spoilers here. This is a very dark story with a lot at stake for both Strike and Robin. There is always tension and danger in the Strike novels, but this is intense. Within the confines of the cult, the heady mix of religion, myth and mind control creates a worldview that allows societal norms to be undermined and makes way for coercion and abuse in multiple forms. Robin has underestimated her own strength in maintaining the persona she takes on, and the continuous repelling of the mind control she is subjected to is exhausting, taking all of her willpower to fight. We question whether she will emerge a shadow of her former self, or indeed if she will emerge at all. Both these books are ones to be immersed in, page-turners, but long enough to savour, to get lost in their worlds with the characters as our companions, and that is the hook to these series. The personal stories that emerge are as compelling as the mysteries that they solve, and I can't wait for the next instalments to both.